Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel dedicated to exploring the challenges of the social work practice. Today, we're examining a complex ethical scenario a social worker might find themselves in when navigating personal connections with clients. We'll discuss a hypothetical conversation between a social worker and their colleague about the ethical challenges when personal and professional worlds collide. Stay tuned as we unpack this situation and reflect on the boundaries that are crucial in the social work profession.
Hey, I wanted to run something by you. I've been working with a client who's been really struggling with substance abuse. The problem is, I've known this client personally for years before we even started working together. Our kids went to the same school, we were part of the same community groups, and, well, we've always stayed in touch.
That sounds tricky. How's that relationship been affecting your sessions with the client?
Well, it's been fine in most ways. They trust me, which makes it easier for them to open up. But there have been moments where the boundaries get a little blurry. They asked me to come over to their place last weekend to talk things through, outside of our scheduled sessions.
That's a little concerning. Did you end up going?
I did. They were going through a crisis, and I felt like I needed to be there for them. It felt wrong to turn them away. They're not just another client to me, they're a friend.
I get that, but doesn't that cross a professional boundary? How do you manage the personal connection and the professional responsibilities?
Yeah, I've thought about that. But honestly, I don't see a big problem with it. I know them well enough to trust the relationship, and they're making good progress. It's been working for both of us, so why complicate things?
I hear you, but maintaining a balance between personal and professional relationships can sometimes blur the lines, especially in cases like this. Have you talked about this with anyone else in the team?
No, not yet. I didn't want to bring it up if it wasn't necessary. Besides, I've got it under control. I'm helping them, and that's what matters most, right?
Okay, let's test your understanding with some multiple choice questions. Remember to think carefully about each question. If you need more resources and support, don't forget to visit our website at gilbertmbell.com. We offer study sessions, practice exams, and more to help you succeed in getting licensed. Now let's begin. Which of the following best describes the nature of the pre-existing relationship between the social worker and the client as mentioned in the dialogue? A. They worked together previously. B. Their children attended the same school and they were active in the same community groups. C. They were longtime neighbors. D. They were college friends. Answer. C. They knew each other personally before the client relationship. The social worker specifically mentions knowing the client personally for years before they started working together, stating their children attended the same school and they were in the same community groups. Based on the conversation, what is the main ethical issue that might arise from the social worker's decision to meet the client outside of the professional setting? A. The client might rely too much on the social worker. B. The social worker might reveal personal information. C. The social worker's dual relationship might affect their ability to maintain appropriate professional boundaries. D. The social worker might be emotionally manipulated by the client. Answer. C. The social worker's dual relationship might affect their ability to maintain appropriate professional boundaries. The social worker is navigating a dual relationship, being both a friend and a professional, which could blur boundaries and affect their ability to uphold ethical standards in maintaining a professional relationship. Why might the social worker's decision to not consult the team about the boundary issues be concerning? A. Because the client may feel betrayed if the social worker tells the team. B. Because the social worker may need outside perspective to ensure ethical boundaries are maintained. C. Because the social worker is handling the situation effectively and doesn't need help. D. Because discussing it with the team would violate client confidentiality. Answer. B. Because the social worker may need outside perspective to ensure ethical boundaries are maintained. The social worker has acknowledged that the boundaries are getting blurry, and by not consulting the team or seeking supervision, they risk not receiving the necessary guidance to ensure they are maintaining proper ethical standards. Having an outside perspective is important to navigate dual relationships. What is a potential risk of a social worker visiting a client at their home outside scheduled sessions? A. It could enhance the client's dependence on the social worker. B. It might improve the effectiveness of the intervention. C. It could lead to a misunderstanding with other team members. D. It might reduce the overall cost of therapy. Answer. A. It could enhance the client's dependence on the social worker. Visiting a client at home outside of scheduled sessions could foster an unhealthy dependence on the social worker, potentially blurring professional boundaries and making it difficult for the client to develop independent coping mechanisms. How should a social worker handle a situation where they have a pre-existing personal relationship with a client? A. Continue as normal without consulting anyone. B. Seek supervision and possibly refer the client to another professional. C. Only meet the client in social settings. D. Increase session frequency to monitor progress closely. Answer. B. Seek supervision and possibly refer the client to another professional. The social worker should seek supervision to discuss the potential conflicts of interest and ethical concerns. Referring the client to another professional might be necessary to maintain professional boundaries and ensure the client receives objective care. What long-term impact might the blurring of boundaries have on professional practice within a social work team? A. It could create an environment of increased trust and camaraderie. B. It could lead to ethical dilemmas and conflicts within the team. C. It might streamline communication processes. D. It could increase overall client satisfaction. Answer. B. It could lead to ethical dilemmas and conflicts within the team. Blurring boundaries in one case could set a precedent that might lead to ethical dilemmas, creating conflicts and trust issues within the team as they struggle to maintain consistent standards of practice. Thank you for joining us in today's discussion on the delicate balance of maintaining ethical professional boundaries in social work. It's clear that while personal connections can enrich our professional engagements, they can also present unique challenges that require careful consideration and ethical decision-making. If you found this topic enlightening and wish to explore more about ethical practices in social work, visit our website gilbertmbell.com for more resources. Don't forget to check the description below for additional reading and support materials. Please like, share, and subscribe if you appreciate our content, and remember to click the bell icon so you won't miss out on our upcoming videos. Your engagement helps us grow and continue to bring valuable insights into the world of social work. See you in the next video.